South Los Angeles, California, graduating in the top 10 of her high school class. She went on to receive her BA in American Studies and Ethnicity with an emphasis in African American Studies at the University of Southern California. While attending USC, Crystal began working as a library assistant at both the international and business libraries on campus. It is there that she developed her desire to become a librarian. After college, Crystal worked in a social work arena for 7 years before quitting her job to follow her dream, and that is of becoming a librarian. She currently serves as the administrative assistant for her church. As a graduate student, Crystal participated in multiple organizations, serving as member-at-large for the LISA organization, which is the Library and Information Science Student Association, and as president of the Special Library Association UNT CSUN chapter. She has also recently become a member of the California Libraries Black Caucus.
Crystal's commitment to and emphasis in academic libraries landed her an internship at her alma mater of USC. Taking full advantage of this experience, Crystal is now a project coordinator for a special research project on the relevancy of search items through USC's online discovery tool, Quick Search. She will be co-presenting research on this topic at the California Academic Research Libraries Conference in San Jose in April 2014. I met Crystal, as we all did, during our first face-to-face seminar just under 2 years ago. Over those 2 years, I have benefited from her intelligence, spirituality, and friendship on more than one occasion. Her positivity, even in the most unlikely of circumstances, is just one of her amazing qualities. Qualities ever present in everything she does. Although we probably spent the most time together in the same room during those mandatory face-to-face seminars, we often met by phone, on Skype, and at occasional listen meetings to brainstorm ideas for events that might give our peers the opportunity to make the same bonds with each other that we had already made. Just last week, we spent time volunteering together at the Natural History Museum, coincidentally the same day as a Shark Week event. If you have never had the opportunity to volunteer with Crystal, you have never lived, or really laughed for that matter. Her hope is to secure a position at a university as a reference and instruction librarian, and I have confidence she will do so quickly and gracefully as we have all completed this program.
She told me she was going to make me cry, and it's not difficult, but still. Okay. The wonders of technology, doing my speech from an iPad. Distinguished faculty of the University of North Texas and California State University at Northridge, colleagues, family, friends, and especially the graduating class of 2013, it is an honor and a privilege to stand before you today and serve as your student speaker. Thank you. When I first heard that I would be selected to give the speech, I realized that I played a pretty major role in every matriculation ceremony that I've participated in. So for starters, in kindergarten, we did a rendition of The Farmer in the Dell. You know that song, The Farmer in the Dell, the Farmer in the Dell, hi-ho the dairy, the farmer in the dell. So the farmer takes the wife takes the child, and so on. And at the very end, there is the cheese, and the cheese stands alone. I guess you with the cheese. So that was a great start to many more cheesy moments in my life, such as this one. But throughout the years, I've also been a mistress of ceremonies, and I've sung at many of my graduations, but this time they actually let me talk. So thank you for that. They just made me promise no cheese, costumes, no singing, so sorry about that. Anyway, out of all of those times, this is definitely my most proudest moment, even though the cheese was a close second. But nevertheless, as I reminisce on the milestones that have brought me to this special day, I encourage you to do the same, to reflect on those very important and significant points in your life that, when combined, have brought you to this exact moment. Of those, we have endured those last 2 years together, experiencing feelings of excitement and stress and relief. But we did it together. And we've shared some difficult times of the loss of loved ones, financial struggles, and anxiety overtaking the EOP. But we've also shared in some really happy times, including marriages, webcast and otherwise, births, and most importantly, the joy of passing the EOP. But through it all, one thing is certain. We made it!
Yeah.
And I couldn't have asked for a better group of people to have gone through this program with. I will never forget the encouragement and the support we have given to each other through group projects at Starbucks, Skype sessions, lunches and dinner at the Mandarin Deli. Shout out to Paul, who couldn't be here today, through Facebook, and the list goes on. So when we cross paths throughout our careers, it is my prayer that we continue to uplift and motivate each other. And that we remember those tough times in 5200 when we thought we'd never finish the IOP. Remember, acknowledge, and thank our parents, spouses, siblings, our children, in-laws, neighbors, and everyone else who have been there in some form or fashion helping us through this program. Or also just to remember that 2 years ago, we were just starting out on this journey, full of uncertainty and anxiety. We didn't know how, when, or if this pivotal day would come. But here we are. We made it. So, as we enter into this new chapter of our journey, full of uncertainty and anxiety and not knowing how, when, or if that next pivotal day will ever come, let's rejoice in knowing that each day is significant and further prepares us to overcome life's challenges and moves us to fulfill our purpose in life of helping and serving others as information professionals. During our first weekend intensive back in 2011, Dr. Turner, who I'm going to miss beyond words, frequently compared those first few days of the program to preparing to jumping out of an airplane. And the tools that we learned during that time were similar to packing our parachute for the jump. And well, we surely did jump out of that plane, even though it felt sometimes like we were pushed. Soaring through clouds of classes, whipping through the wind of exams, and struggling against the gravity of life's pressures. But we have landed safely on the ground today. And I lost my place. We've landed, we've landed safely on the ground. No casualties. Some of us went down screaming more than others, but nevertheless, we made it. And the knowledge that we've gained over these past 2 years have been the building blocks to our success as information professionals. So as we land and hit the ground running, let's throw off that heavy parachute, replace it with confidence in knowing that we are qualified to tackle whatever lies ahead. And let's be the best librarians that we've not only been preparing to become, but we currently are. Congratulations, and may God bless each and every one of you. I love you guys so much.